Oh, welcome back to Blender 3.3. Today we create this low poly arch doorway. Let's get started. So we have an empty scene and I'm going to top view. I'm adding a mesh circle and I'm going to increase its size. Into edit mode, especially vertex mode, that shows us these vertices and edges, and we select the lower part of this and I'm going to press X to delete the vertices. So I have here this arch, or this upper half of the circle. So now we can extrude, but not just any extrude, we have to use extrude along normals. So what are normals? And rather than me explaining it a lot, I want to kind of go into this viewport overlays and select face orientation. And here under normals, I can actually visualize those, and I select the first icon, display vertex normals. That shows me where the normals are pointing towards on these vertices. You can see they are pointing outwards. That means you're supposed to look on this edge right now, on the face that's being created from this side. So from this side here, on this. That's the surface, that's the outer surface. That means we should remove that for now. We should move this outwards. When we move it outwards, it visualizes it here as it colors it in blue. If we go inwards, it's in red. Red is bad. So we do that this way. And move it a bit down. We go into edge mode. And we select the tool, go back to select. I select those two edges, I go up a little bit, and then I extrude. But here, this is the normal extrude, the standard extrude. Now, Y -2, and then I get my arch. But of course, my arch is perfectly flat. There is no arch yet. Let me just turn this face orientation off and the normals off. And now we can click on one of those faces, press L to select all of those faces, and then we extrude by, well, a little bit. Just enough to get an arch. I'm rotating that along the x-axis by 90 to make it stand up, and then also in front mode I grab that and move it along the z-axis by 2. And here we have our arch. Easy enough. So I want to go back to the edit mode, and in edge mode I want to make a small modification. I press Alt to select this entire loop around one of those segments, and I hold Shift to do that for all of them. And I do that now manually. If anybody knows how to do that automatically, please let me know in the comments. You can see now I have now all of these loops selected. A little bit closer here, and I select the bevel tool, and I want to bevel it just a little bit to create a bit of a structure here. And then I pick the extrude along normals again to kind of inset it to create a little bit of an interesting structure here. Okay, so now it's time to turn on the lights and the camera. And I also want to create a material. I click here, the material button, or the material properties on my arch. And I create a new material. That creates a new material slot. Call that arch. And I pick a base color of this terracotta kind of red looking. Quick look in my camera will create a picture for that, and this is it. So you can keep working on this and modify it, but this is basically how to create this arch. So thanks for watching, like and subscribe, leave some comments, and looking forward to next video.